Hey guys, Mike from Nerd Problems Gaming here, and welcome to Nerd Problems Gaming, the channel where we go through the good and bad of everything nerdy to make sure you spend your time on the best of the best. In today's video, I'll be doing a review of Exploding Kittens, so stay tuned. So first off, got this game as a gift, and when I saw it, I'm kind of more of a dog person than a cat person, so the title alone got me interested. No, I'm just kidding. But it's a pretty fun card game, and there's a lot of variety to it, but let's dive into the game to show you a little bit on how the game works, and then we'll talk more about it from there. Alright guys, so basically how Exploding Kittens work, I really best describe it almost like a game of Russian roulette. It's a little morbid, a little dark in that sense, but basically your goal is going to be the last person standing as you're playing with your friends. And so what you need to do is there's these different cards in the deck that the deck is made up of, and so there's exploding kittens, and basically if you draw one of those you die. However, if you do have a diffuse, it's basically a way to disarm that bomb when you draw it. And so the end of the game, what happens is there's one person left, everyone else has drawn an exploding kitten and they didn't have a diffuse, and so that's basically how you lose or get out of the game, and you win just being the last person standing. And so there's various cards that you're going to draw. One is like an attack, for example. And with this card, you can basically target someone else and then they have to take their turn and actually take 2 turns in a row. Sometimes there's a nope, and this is basically if somebody is going to attack you or use a card against you, you can deny that and then make them play another card or play their turn. Reshuffling the deck, seeing the cards that are coming up and see the future. You have favors where other people have to give you cards, and then there's just kind of regular cat cards. And so basically how you play is everybody's going to start off with a hand, and so typically you're going to actually have a diffuse in your hand starting off, and so you kind of have a little safety net. But there's various house rules. You don't have to play that way, but when you're just starting off, that's kind of how you play. And so what happens is that throughout your turn, unlike a traditional kind of card game where you actually start your turn by drawing a card, that's actually how you end your turn. And so again, I kind of look at it like you're pulling the trigger on the gun in Russian roulette. So again, kind of morbid, but that's how the game works and that's how it plays. And so you can play as many cards as you want in your hand before you have to draw, and then when you draw, that actually ends your turn and goes on to the next player. And so you can play a variety of cards to try and sabotage the other players, to make them draw an exploding kitten, to help you survive longer, to get better cards in your hand, whatever the case might be. Kind of another neat feature is that when you have 2 of a kind in your hand, you can actually play those down and then draw a card randomly from someone else. So it actually gives you the opportunity to get one of their good cards, maybe even steal their diffuse and get them out of the game faster. Another cool thing is that if you happen to draw an exploding kitten, you can actually diffuse it if you're alive, if you have one of those, and then you can put that in the deck wherever you want. So you could put it on the very top and sabotage the next person, making them explode. You could put it a couple down, to sabotage a couple people further down the line on the table that you're playing with, whatever the case may be. And then it kind of creates that intensity of not knowing where they are throughout the deck, and kind of that fear of, pulling that trigger, getting that next card. Other couple features with this game is that there is a not safe for work version, which is what we're playing here. And so the cards are not very appropriate, for the younger crowd. And so that's kind of fun. It's actually, the artist is done by the Oatmeal. If you're familiar with that, I think it's like a comic strip. They do funny artwork, different things like that. So that's the artwork behind the game. And so there is a safe for work version, or kind of a more of a family friendly version. That's a cool one too. Still same kind of concept. You can actually buy both, combine them together, whatever you want to do. So it's a very fun game. There's a lot of replay value. It's different every single time, and it really has that kind of anxiety and stress of when you're drawing that next card of what you're gonna get, who's gonna survive, who's gonna explode from the kittens. And then again, all the artwork and the captions are really funny as well, so that's a cool thing to be able to do when you're playing the game. So this is basically how you play Exploding Kittens and what a gameplay is like when you play it. So again, guys, overall, I really enjoy this game. It's a lot of fun. It's really fun with a bunch of groups of people. I think the intensity gets a little more fun when you play it that way. You can play 2 to 5 players, and then also on top of that, you can throw in all kinds of different house rules that you want to play. There's more advanced rules that you can do to really up the intensity and up the, you know, variety of the game and how you play and your different strategies with it. But I'd highly recommend picking up this game. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely worth adding to your nerd library. And there's also expansions for it. There's a not safe for work version. There's a safe for work version, right? That's a little more family friendly. So if you want to play it with your kids, you can do that too, or really just combine all of them into one super game. And then doing that, you could also play with more people because there's more exploding kittens involved, there's more diffuses, all those different things. So again, I'd highly recommend picking up this game. I'll put a link in the description below where you can pick it up as well. But again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this game. Let me know in the comments below if you've played this game, if you think you'll check it out. If there's other games that might be similar, I'd love to see those as well. So definitely let me know in the comments below. And then like this video, as it really helps out the channel as well. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on those bell notifications to get updates of the latest videos we put out here on everything nerdy. And then if you'd like to help us support the channel, help us get out content faster, even help us pick content and more, definitely consider becoming a patron of ours over at nerdproblemsgaming.com/Patreon. Again, that's nerdproblemsgaming.com/Patreon. And then also, if you'd like to plug into our live streams and our Let's Plays and follow us over on Twitch, you can do that over at nerdproblemsgaming.com/Twitch. Again, that's nerdproblemsgaming.com/Twitch, and follow us over there. But again, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.